Good morning, everyone. Welcome to morning meeting. Today we are actually in one of our patient enclosures for exploration time. So today I have Ophelia, our Virginia opossum, with me. So I'm going to turn the camera around and let her out. As always, let me know where you're tuning in from if you have any questions about Ophelia or any of our patients in the center. So please let me know if you're here this morning and let me know if you have any questions. I'll let her out now. Hi, Mom. Hello, Ophelia. Good morning. Yeah, I know. It's early for you. Come get some grapes, silly girl. Yeah, so I'm just going to let her kind of explore the enclosure. So she is a Virginia opossum. You can see her using that nose, trying to find anything that she would like to eat. Oh, yes. There you go. So like most nocturnal mammals, she doesn't have great eyesight. You can see around her eye, she has that little white area. So Ophelia actually came to us a little over 2.5 years ago. So she's pretty old for a Virginia opossum. Hi, Marie. Hello, Ophelia. So she's about 2.5 now. In captivity, they usually live kind of between 2 and 3 years. These guys aren't very long-lived. Ophelia was actually kidnapped out of the wild as a baby. So when someone had found her, like all babies, she was very, very cute. Yeah. Here, I'm going to throw some food around. She has some grapes and some fish juice today. Come here. Some dog food and cat food. So see what she's into today. I'll kind of just let her explore around the enclosure. See if she finds any bugs in the process. Hi, Charlie and Robin. Welcome. Thanks for joining us today. Right, Ophelia. Hi, Marie. So she was kidnapped as a baby, and unfortunately, she was not fed the proper diet. She wasn't brought to a wildlife rehabilitator such as ourselves. Hi, Dad. So Ophelia has these white pockets because they actually store fat in their eyes. But once it's there, they can actually never lose it. So she already had come to us with those fat pockets, so we have to pretty strictly monitor her diet to make sure that she doesn't get those to be any bigger, because they can actually go fully cross-eyed because of that. Hi, Robin, we miss you. Right, Ophelia? But that's why she has those pockets. But she does have an excellent sense of smell. Most of our nocturnal mammals don't have the greatest eyesight to begin with. So she is gonna use that nose to kind of find all of her food. Right? Oh, hello. Go explore. Yeah, so we are in one of our clean clinic enclosures, so I'll re-clean it after today. But unlike Henry, we can't just let her... Oh, you found the bucket. She found the jar. Let me help you. Oh, Ophelia. I'm gonna take that. Scatter them around so that you don't find it again. Come here. There you go. Hopefully she'll find some bugs today. Good morning, Yvette. Yes, she does. She's very cute when she's walking around smelling anything. You can see those really long whiskers and her little paws that are kind of like just like human hands. Hi, Sarah. Her back feet actually have a little, let me show you, a little kind of like thumb, just like we have. So she is an excellent climber. She can use that thumb to help her climb. If you've ever seen any of those cartoons that show an opossum hanging upside down by their tail, they use that tail as more of a balance, as an extra limb. So they can't actually hang like all those cartoons show. Sometimes they'll fall and kind of try to use their body to catch themselves like we would, but they can't actually just hang from it. Right, Ophi? Oh yeah, there's some fish. I want you to find some bugs, miss. Yeah, so after today, I will go through and kind of clean the surfaces that she's been in, but that's where we are today. Just so she can wander around and climb and hopefully find some bugs to munch on. Go explore. Yeah. Oh, Ophi. It's warm and it's morning. Oh, she is beautiful, Sharon. We love her too. Yeah. So these guys are actually our only marsupial that we have here in North America. So she's related to kangaroos and koalas. She has that little pouch on their belly, just like they do. Unfortunately, she will not let me show you, so you just got to take my word on that one. Where are you going? I got stuff to do. I have things to smell and bugs to eat. Right off. So these guys, like I said, they are pretty short-lived, only 2 to 3 years max, usually even in captivity. So they have many, many babies. From the name Virginia opossum. So they weren't originally from around here. That used to be the most northern part of their range. And so what they did, humans, we have a lot of trash. And so they just followed our highways out from the south. So that's how they got here over many, many generations. But since they have so many babies, they can have up to 20 little bumblebee-sized helpless babies. And they'll crawl into her pouch, but mom only has 13 nipples, and so only the first 13 that make it will be the ones to survive out of the maximum of 20. And then they'll hang out there for a little while, and then eventually they'll get big enough where they can crawl onto mom's back. So sometimes we can take a good guess on how old an opossum might be. If she's missing parts of her fur, she might have had babies recently. She'll have little kind of patches on her back where the babies were all holding on, trying to learn how to be an opossum. But we can also take a guess on how old they are if they're missing part of their toes or their tail. They're showing signs of frostbite on their ears or their nose. You can see she's not very well adapted to live around here. There's no hair on that nose, their ears, that paw, that tail. So they often do come in with frostbite into our clinic. With such a short lifespan, that's how we can kind of take a guess on how old they might be. Sharon, will she ever have babies? So she does live on her own. So she's imprinted on humans. She was kidnapped out of the wild as a baby. So she doesn't really know how to be a wild opossum. Oh, you gonna munch on that lichen? What's that? Like, this is different. Like, I don't really know what that is. So we don't breed our ambassadors. All of our ambassadors come to us because they're permanently injured in some form. Welcome, Kesh. How long do babies stay with their mom? So when they crawl once they're born and crawl into the pouch, they'll hang out there for, I believe it's about a month and a half. And then they'll spend just about the same amount of time kind of learning how to be an opossum on mom's back. So if you find a baby on the ground by itself, definitely recommend calling a rehabber. Depending on the size, it may have just fallen off of mom, and she may not have noticed. But definitely give a rehabber a call, such as ourselves, if you do find a baby that might have fallen. Because they may just be on that cusp where they're starting to be on their own. It kind of just depends on how big they are still. Right, Oph? Where you going? I want you to climb around and have some fun. What are you doing? There's so many smells in here. Yeah, so this usually sometimes we'll house like baby squirrels and stuff like that. So that's why the branches are in here, and she can actually climb all around them and get around if she would like get some exercise. Hi, Michelle. Right, Ophelia? What'd you find? All the smells. So these guys, we do see them a lot in like our trash cans and stuff like that. So they are omnivores just like us. They eat fruits and veggies and proteins, but they're also scavengers. So that's why we see them in our trash and stuff like that. But they get a bit of a bad rap. They're not gonna attack or anything like that. They so if you've ever heard the term playing a possum, so what that means is when they get scared, they will show all their little teeth. They have the most teeth of any mammal here in North America. They have 50 tiny little teeth. So they'll show off and hiss. If that doesn't tell the predator to leave them alone, where are you going? They will pass out, essentially. So they'll lose all bodily function, pass out, and then wake up hopefully 45 minutes to 4 hours later. When that happens, they emit a really gross smelling ooze from their bums, try to smell like the rotting flesh, tell the predator to go away. But that is their defense mechanism, is to pass out and hope the predator leaves them alone. They're... What are you doing? So you don't have to worry if you see them in around. They're just trying to find food, just like everyone else. What'd you find, Oph? You're so cute. Yeah. You can hear her smelling, which is really fun. Hi, Ophi. Oh, hello. Please don't bite my phone. Oh, yeah. Want some more treats? Alright, I'll get you more treats. And put her cup back up here after she stuck her nose in it. Here, want it? Oh, yeah. Those cute little paws. There you go. So these guys are actually really good for us. I imagine they're nocturnal, so they're walking around the forest floor all night. So when they're doing that, they get a lot of ticks on them. So marsupial biology, their body temperature is actually too low to carry Lyme and a lot of other mammalian diseases that we could get. So she's walking around the forest floor, gets 5,000 plus ticks on her in a summer, and will eat all of them, actually. So imagine that's a lot of ticks that are out of our environment. So these guys are really good for Lyme disease control, helping to keep us safe and healthy, especially in times like right now. So they're actually really, really good for us in Lyme and being a scavenger. They're nature's janitors, cleaning up some of our messes. Hi, Steve. Right? They're really good for us, actually. Oh yeah, there's your grapes. Those little paws. One of my favorite things is to watch her eat with her little paws. It's too cute. Yeah. Crunch, crunch, crunch. I'm sorry I didn't bring you anything crunchy today. Actually, I think I did. I might have brought dog food and cat food. So you can munch on that in a few minutes. It's a little warm today. We do, Ophelia in particular gets a little warm, and so like yesterday they got, her and some of our other ambassadors got little popsicles, and today she might get a little spoiled and be able to come in and hang out in the AC for a little while. Like, I just want to sleep and it's hot out. I understand, Ophelia. I do not like the heat either. Alright. So let me know if you guys have any questions or anything like that. I'd love to answer them for you. Alright, Elf. You're so good. With that little nose. Where are you going? And I'm off. Yeah, so this long rat-like tail, oops, sorry. It's kind of scaly, I guess you could say, in texture. And then she has this little white face, and she has actually some brown in her body as well. Good girl, Ophelia. So the reason why they eat all those ticks is they're actually prolific groomers. So they're cleaner than most of your house cats. So after she eats, she will do this and lick herself and groom. The only thing I love more than watching you eat, Ophelia, is watching you clean yourself. How come they don't live long in captivity? They're just not very long-lived. So that's why they have lots of babies. They just, even in the best care, just are not a long-lived species. Especially compared to their size. Unfortunately. So Ophelia is definitely getting up there in age, 2.5. So she came to us in January 2018 as a, not quite a baby, but she was still very tiny. So that's how we know pretty much exactly how old she is. Right, Oph? What do you think? Oh, sorry, you found the fish. Come here. Ophelia. Come here. There you go. Trying to keep her fish to just on the towel. Alright, Ophelia. Crunch, 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 crunch. Right. Hello. Oh my god. Yet you ate it all. Oph. I'm sorry. Like, where... You can smell all the fish juice on there is what her nose is doing right now. Hello. What do you think? Bye. Go explore. This is always, let me know if you guys have any questions about Ophelia or the center. I'd love to answer them. I'm gonna let her sniff around, and I'm gonna move this so you don't stick your head in again. You're such a goofy girl. Oops. What do you think, Oph? Oh, there's the dog food. Hi. What's this? Oh. Hold on, I'm just gonna put you guys down for a second so I can open the dog food. There we go. Cat food to crunch on. Let her smell it out. Where are you going? At least you're awake today. Last time I had you on a morning meeting, you're like, I just want to sleep. Sorry. Good night. So while I'm staying up, I'll show you guys some of the enclosure a little bit. So like I said, this usually houses squirrels, so that's who was last in here before it got cleaned again. So you can see out the nice, some natural light. We have the paneling on some of the bottom of the sides just so they don't get spooked by either us, we're big scary predators to them, as they're walking around. As we're walking around and making sure if we have an outside wild visitor that we don't want to scare our patients either. So that's why the paneling is there, and then some branches for them to climb around. The squirrels can actually just climb these beams without any problem. If we see them running up and down trees, they don't really need the branches, but we offer them to them just to give them an easy way to get around. Then when we actually have a squirrel patients in here, we'll have like a little nest box in one of the corner platforms for them to sleep in with some straw and stuff like that. They'll kind of just cuddle up together, which is super cute. What do you think, Oph? Like, I have so much exploring to do. What do you think? Hi Theo, welcome. Thanks for joining us today. Here we are in one of our patient enclosures, and we're just kind of let Ophelia explore today. Maybe find some bugs and just all new scents for her. They do have a wonderful sense of smell, so anytime we kind of let her explore, we do try to. But I was gonna let you go run around in two of our bigger enclosures, but we have foster babies nearby. So we have a couple of great horned owlets that you guys might have saw a Facebook Live earlier in the week when they're getting weighed. They're in next to one of the bigger enclosures that's open right now. And Violet, our turkey vulture, is also fostering a baby next to our big flight enclosure. So hoping to let her wander around them, but we don't want to talk around the babies, so that's why they're in with foster parents, so they learn how to be wild animals and don't associate with humans, which is why we're in here today instead. What do you think, Ulf? All the smells. Some acorns laying around. What do you think? So many things to smell, Ophelia. Right? As always, there is a donate button on all of our posts. As all of you guys already know that I've been tuning in for a while now, we are a non-profit. We don't receive any state or federal funding. So the donations, just like yours, are very much appreciated. We couldn't do the work we do without the support from our friends in our community. So thank you guys so much always for your donations. We always really appreciate them. Good morning, Nikki and Katie. Good morning, Ophi. Look at that nose go. You're so cute. You have big ears. So when we get patients in, so like right now we have a couple babies that just went outside. And it's interesting to look at them because, of course, they don't have this white that we don't really want them to have, that they can't lose those fat pockets. So the baby's eyes are all black like they're supposed to be. Oh, you're going to eat the lichen again? Oh, and we're going to take it away. Where are you going to put it? Like, this is interesting. I don't... Should I give you some lichen sometime? What are you doing? Are you just holding it? What? Oh, itch. You get that itch off. Oh, Ophelia. So if you guys have any last questions, you can drop them in the comments. Otherwise, we're gonna bring Ophelia inside in a little bit to let her cool off for the day, and so she can go back to her nap. Because she is nocturnal, so I woke her up this morning. She was not as pleased. As always, thank you guys so much for tuning in. And if you don't have any last questions, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Right, Ophi? You say, oh, can you just turn around? Okay. Bye, everyone. Have a great day.